Hello everyone, this is Lucy05 and welcome to the Global Command Central toy review. And today we'll be looking at the 2008 release by Hasbro, the Marvel Legends Build Your Own figure, the Fin Fang Foom figure, and we'll be looking at the Son of Hawk, aka Skaar. Now I was quite surprised that I managed to pick this up in an anime DVD shop. They only had this one figure being sold and two more, which is they're both Wendigo figures. Now, at the back here, there's actually two series. One side of the series is She-Hawk, Wendigo, the N-Hawk, Son of Hawk, or Skaar, and King Hawk. Series 2, however, in this section here, is not shown, but, I mean, the pictures are not shown because they are just black. You got Doc Samson, a Sobbing Man, and Savage Greyhawk. Each of them carries one piece of the Fin Fang Foom body parts to build this, as you can read here, over 15-inch tall figure of the Fin Fang Foom. Really huge. My god. But then again, I'm not interested in building Fin Fang Foom. So, without further ado, let's open up this package up so I can molest the toy. Be right back. And we're back after removing the figure and the rest of the stuff out from the packaging. Now, it comes with an instruction manual on how to build Fin Fang Foom. And in this section here is a checklist for each of the figure that comes with different body parts of Fin Fang Foom. Skaar here comes with the upper torso of Fin Fang Foom. Nicely sculpted, there's a lot of scales. And if you can see it, there's also each of the scales have lines. Very nicely done. But I can't talk much about the torso since this is just one piece, so I'm just going to leave it one side there. Now let's take a look at the figure. His accessories comes with a, I would say, a sword due to his size. Now the sword itself has a lot of battle wear. You can see there's a lot of scratches on one side here and the other side as well. And the blade itself, there's a lot of chip marks. Very nicely done. Then we have his dagger or knife, which is not removable. This is just one piece and there's a hole there to attach to the peg here at his manskirt. Yeah, I'll just leave it. Yeah. Problem is the peg is a bit too small, so whenever I try to place it there, it tends to fall by its own sometimes. So it can hold it, but not tight enough. Then we have this manskirt, which is actually a separate piece, but I have found no way to actually remove the manskirt. Now, sculpt for this figure is not bad. As you can see, there's a lot of battle wear on his armors. Scratches, cracks. So does his manskirt here. You can see all the cracks. Butt piece here. Then you see his spike bracelet. There's also some cracks on this side as well. Cracks. Very nicely done. Hair sculpt is not bad actually. This is nicely sculpted hair piece. Face is also nicely done. Got this single strand of hair covering on his face. Very nicely done. Now the paint job on this figure is actually decent. It's not as green as he is. Then again, the packaging shown over there is a bit more like grayish green rather than this figure. So I prefer this kind of colors. Got nice little tattoos here, and the manskirt here is also nicely painted. There's no paint smudges, so that's a good sign. You can see that's nicely sculpted, nicely painted here, and the face itself, nice little eyes, black eyes with white pupils. Very nicely done. I really like the paint job because, well, there's no paint smudges, so that's a good sign. Bad sign is he is lacking some articulation. Head here can turn to the right and turn to the left like so, but can't pivot the head up and down due to the hindrance of his hair. Torso here can pivot downwards, upwards, and turn 360 degrees, but there is no waist joint. Shoulders here can actually, there's no shoulder blade joint. The shoulders here can turn 360 degrees and spread the arms all the way up like so. Now, the problem is, due to the sculpt of his large upper bicep and this torso itself, the arms doesn't close all the way in. So this is as best I could make him stand. It looks really stupid when you can't actually close the figure's arms all the way in, and he ends up, you know, spreading his arms like that much. There is no upper bicep joint, there's no double joint for the elbow. It's just ratcheted really badly. And you can turn left and right, but not 360 degrees because it's hindered by this piece here, and the elbow can bend all the way up to this point. The wrists can turn 360 degrees and pivot outwards and inwards. No finger articulation, that's still okay, and can still hold the weapon alright, so no problem. The hip joint is something I really don't like. Okay, they took away the ball joint for the Marvel Legends, for this new Marvel Legends figures, so as you can see there's no ball joint, or you can't even have a swivel tie here. So whenever you try to bend the legs, you end up twisting the leg. See this? This is not really that good because the joint is aimed in this kind of direction. Also, at least he can spread the legs, but without the swivel tie, it's really disappointing. Then there is no double joint on the knees, and it can bend as far as here, so that really sucked. You can actually turn the knee joint 360 degrees. Now, the ankle here can turn 360 degrees, pivot a little bit, just a little bit downwards, and pivot upwards like so. There's no calf joint, that's also a bit disappointing. And that's about it for the articulation. He is quite hindered in some ways, and wanting to pose this figure is a bit pain in the ass sometimes. One more thing I need to add in is because this should be noted down, as this boots here is hollowed like so, and you can see all the trademark being shown here. One side here on the bottom part here says made in China, and on the other side says trademark Marvel at 2008, and the serial code at the bottom. I really wish that it's not hollowed, so that's really disappointing. Now, for the size of the figure, I'm going to do a size comparison with using the Baron Zemo figure. As you can see, he just Skaar here just towers Baron Zemo by a head, so he's quite tall, but articulation is really disappointing, and not a lot of accessories. Then again, he doesn't need a lot of accessories. It's just that the articulation kind of sucked. So if I'm going to give a rating of this figure, I'm just going to give this figure a 6 out of 10. He looks nice, he does. The paint job is not bad, but seriously, articulation made by Hasbro is not really that good. So thank you all for watching. This is New C05, and I'm signing off.